Welcome back to Gin Reviews of Middle Tennessee. Alright, so tonight I'm in a pretty good mood here because I'm going to sample Rieger's Midwestern Dry Gin, fine dry gin, made in Kansas City, baby, Missouri, either way, right? I'm sure people there, though, have a preference of saying that. So let's go with what we know. We're at 46.1%. I love that number. That sounds good to me. We're grain neutral spirit distilled from wheat. All right, that's cool. I know it came out in October of 2015. I mean, that's a little information there. Oh, it is huge. So, the botanical list right away up front, I love this. Juniper, of course. Coriander. Angelica roots. Licorice root. And orange peel. So, I have a feeling it's going to be earthy, piney, maybe somewhat citrusy, but I don't think it's going to be too citrusy. But you never know. That's how we're doing it right here. Let's see here. So it's a Midwestern dry gin, inspired by the traditional London dries that emphasize the spicy, aromatic characters of mature juniper berries. They select only the finest botanicals from around the world. The result is bold, full-flavored gin. Little history on the Rieger brand here. In 2012, these two guys, Jacob Rieger's great grandson, and only living a direct descendant at the time, and Ryan Mabey, a career bartender and restaurateur, set out to resurrect the historic brand. So what happened was, back in, where are we at here? What was it? 1880, think of that. It's a long time ago. In Kansas City, Missouri. Rieger's opened up a distillery, which made whiskey. But in 1919, when Prohibition came around, the passing of the 18th Amendment, as it would be known, they had to close down shop. So 95 years later, the two gentlemen that I mentioned before wanted to resurrect the brand here, and they did that, and they brought back the distillery back to Kansas City. Now, I have heard of this gin, and well, I've heard of the whiskeys actually before the gin, and when I heard they made a gin, I was like, you know what? I think I need to try that. But that's with every gin. So, all right. So we're gonna open this bastard up right here. Let's do it. Just hand rip it. Hey, look at that. It's not that hard. This one. That's a good thing. So on the bottle here is a cork. We love corks. The retail price for this gin here is at $35. But I paid $29 change, which wasn't that bad, I don't think. We'll see, though. You never know. There's a little stripe that says Midwestern Dry Gin. Oh, so good. You can see that bottle up close there. You can see that it is still corked and stripes on. All right, so here we go with the big popping cork of the night. Oh, I like that. That was a good pop. All right. Well, let's see here. Old shotty's right here. Oh, I've been looking forward to this all day. It's been a long one. A long night, a long day. A good night. Pretty good day. Bam. Yeah, there we are. Well, right away on the nose, I do detect the juniper. Could be my sniffers off tonight, but there it goes. Junipers right there. The coriander's popping a little bit. Earthiness of the angelica, back on the sweetness of a marshmallowy sweetness, just on the nose. So that's got to be a good thing. All right, let's down this bastard. Let's see what happens. Yes. Delicious. Delicious. Okay, well, like I thought, the coriander, earthy, it's traveling nice. I like that. I like that slow burn. The angelica is catching up now with the coriander. The juniper is definitely up front, though. I like that. London Dry. I really, really love London Dry, and I especially love a good London Dry from, doesn't have to be London, but England, the UK. The American London Dries, I found a couple of good ones, but they're more with the contemporary, I think, more so with the whole gin boom of 2006, however you want to say it, when the whole gin craze happened again. And again, I say it's again because gin is a very old spirit, as we have talked about in past shows. There, so I don't cut my hand in front of everyone. Ugh, that would suck, huh? Watch the chef cut his hand. Alright, well there's my cubicle, ice cube. And I love this glass right here. It's my favorite glass until I break it and I forget I broke it. Which has happened once or twice. I have mentioned this. Alright, so let me just set her there. And get my fever tree right here. And my stir ready for the you know what. Oh man, here we go. Only here. Only on the unedited version. So I got myself a little bar caddy. It just took a tumble, as you heard. Alright, so that's okay though. We can clean that up later. I can. Yeah, that's what I did. Alright, let's go back into this Rieger. I'm still tasting. I'm gonna go a little heavy on the shot there. It's a good burn still. I mean, a good alcohol, like menthol. Yeah, you know what? There's a little menthol on the back end of it, now that I think about it. Look at that. Digging this music tonight. I think we're gonna keep this going here until I go into the more UK, London, Scotland, Ireland gins that I do love. Right to the rim of the glass. The fever tree never fails. Well, I'm going to do a little blind taste test here with just the tonic. See how we go, because I got a feeling it's going to need a lot of citrus for me. Man, it's really good just how it is. I take it back. It doesn't really need... I could actually drink this just like it is, and that's the first time I've ever said that on this review page here. But the classic gentleman that I am, I do have a couple of citrus. So let's get into the tasting notes here. Yeah, the tonic is shining through right now with the sugary citric quinine aspect that's bringing out, I'm tasting more like of a like a cassia, cinnamon, earthy. You know what? It's the angelica root. That's what it is. Love angelica root. If you ever get a chance to get some fresh or dried, it don't matter really. Well, it actually does, but try it because it is so deliciously earthy and it just brings you down back to the motherland. I don't know what I'm saying right now, but I'm squeezing citrus into my beautiful cocktail right here. So I do like that the juniper is kicking throughout. You know what? This is a good gin. This is worth $30 right here. It really is. I highly suggest you go out and find a bottle if you can. Oh, so I'm going to drink this. Trust me. I was doing a little research, as I do, and the distillery is amazing. Look it up, YouTube, whatever. Look it up on their website. Actually, the website is very cool. They have, which I love. They have a historical section in their distillery of the original distillery, like a museum type of thing. And then they give tours like most distilleries do. It's beautiful, beautiful copper everywhere. And at the end of the tour, they have a 40-foot slide like that, like one of those. And you slide down out to the public. I think that's so cool, man. Have yourself a gin and take yourself a tumble, or a slide, as they say. Okay, I take back what I said before. Citrus. All right, now that I added the holy trifecta here. Actually, you know what? Orange bitters. Come prepared. Now I got the, let's see, there's 4 citrus things. I am starting to feel the alcohol, I think. I love it. 4 individual citrus essences that are now floating into this goblet of love. Yeah, that doesn't sound too good, but you know what I mean. The orange bitters just brought out the orange peel that they use in their botanicals, in their maceration process. I'm tasting a classic gin right here. A classic. It's a classic. It is a London Dry. It's in the style of a London Dry, and it has that right amount of alcohol that just is right where it needs to be. For me personally, to enjoy a cocktail that looks as amazing as it tastes. Oh man. Well, I don't have much more to say except I'm going to enjoy the hell out of this and probably another one. Yeah, another one. All right, well, from me to you, to Ange, to you, to everyone else in the whole world, whatever time of day, whatever time of year, if the apocalypse is still going on, if it's not, buy yourself some gin, make yourself some gin even, and enjoy gin. Because gin is in, especially here. All right, cheers, salute, and thank you so much for staying with me at 15 minutes almost. You rock. You rock. Good night. Salute. Good morning.